Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a new nail art design using two of the new Madam Glam gel polishes from their July collection. Today I've got a gorgeous greeny limey shade, and we also have this super fiery reddy, almost slightly kind of maybe even pinky shade, but it's like a neon red, and we're going to pair them up together today to create today's nail design. If you watched my previous nail art design video, you know that I used two other shades from the July collection and I created a nail design using those. So altogether I got 4 of the new colors, and when they came in, I was absolutely obsessed, and I felt like splitting them up into 2 videos was probably the best thing I can do because I had just so many ideas. Usually I like to try and utilize all 4 in one design just to kind of stretch myself and see what kind of nail art design I create, but I just had to split it into 2 today and create 2 different videos because they're absolutely stunning and I felt like they worked so well with one another. So today we're using this fiery red with this kind of lemony, greeny, limey kind of shade. You all probably think I'm a bit crazy pairing those 2 together. I've noticed I've been getting quite a few comments actually telling me that you wouldn't usually pair those kind of colors together, but it came out looking good. So hopefully today is another design where we paired up 2 a bit crazy colors together and it ended up working quite nicely in the end, hopefully. So today I'm going to put a bit of a spin on the nail design and do a bit of like a pop arty, cartoony kind of design. I've got this really cool sticker that I'm going to use later, as also with some stamping as well. So that will come later on in the video. So now we've applied all of our base colors. We've got 3 limey nails, and we've got 1 full red, and then we've got an ombre between the 2 colors. For this green one, I'm going to sugar it just using some whitey glitter, and here are my stickers. So these stickers I picked up on Shein quite a long time ago, to be honest, and I'm going to place it on this green nail. Now here you can see me wiping the tacky layer off. I just find that taking off the tacky layer makes the sticker stay on way better, and it doesn't kind of like slide around on that goopy layer that the gel polish leaves. So it's my little tip there if you want to follow it. If you don't, I don't often use stickers, but I know that in the past whenever I did pick them up and place them down, especially when I was doing press on nails, because of course the nail beds were much smaller then, and I was able to just, use stickers a bit more often than I do now, and I just noticed that the sticker was just gliding around on the tacky layer, and I just didn't like it. So now I just wipe away the tacky layer just to make sure it sticks down, and before, when I applied a top coat, it would start lifting the sticker and it would just be a big mess. So make sure you wipe it if you're also having that kind of issue. For this fully red fiery nail, look how vibrant that is, crazy. We're going to do a fire. It's actually something new that I've learnt. Fires used to be something I stayed far away from, but I don't know what happened. I can do them now. Look at this. It's going to look pretty good. It's not going to be perfect just yet, but it just proves that practice makes perfect. My goal is to be able to do those heart fires. Those look gorgeous, but one day. At the moment, I'm just taking it small steps at a time, and I'm just so happy and proud as it is already that I can do those. So we're just going to do those. I'm going to do a second layer off camera because, as you can see, the green is a bit sheer on this red. The red is super vibrant, like super fiery. So it definitely, no matter what gel polishes you are going to use, it would need 2 coats no matter what. So yeah, another thing I just also want to mention, I don't know if you guys have realised, but sometimes gel polishes, especially when they're super vibrant, after taking them out of the lamp, they kind of become a bit more muted. So this is kind of one of those colours, that red is one of those colors. So don't be scared if you're ever going to do this on a client or on a nail art design and it comes out the lamp and it's a bit more muted. Leave it to chill for a couple of minutes. Sometimes I take 10, 15, 20 minutes and the color will come back up. I've got a new shade on my nails right now actually, and it was super vibrant when I popped it before popping it into the lamp. When it came out, it was super muted, but I've left it, I left on my nails for a couple of a bit of time, and it's back to how it was supposed to be. So don't get too scared when that happens. I know the first time it happened to me, I was so confused. I just didn't know what happened. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. This is supposed to be super vibrant, but it isn't. So yeah, don't get scared. Here's this nail here. We're going to do these stripes, and you can approach it in 2 different ways. You can do it the way I'm doing it now. Right now it looks a bit like a spider web, but we're going to color it in. Or you can do it where rather than just painting the whole nail green and then doing the red bits, you can kind of straight away and go and make those little triangles and colour it in with the green and the red. It's kind of up to you. I did both ways. So off camera I did it the triangle way, and now here I'm doing it the other way. I find this way much easier. So make sure that you are colouring in with the more pigmented gel polish. That would just help you, you know, avoid any sheerness. Because I can't imagine going over the red with the green and those triangles. That would have been a mess. Probably needed a couple of coats to get it super opaque. So make sure you do it if you end up doing it this way. So pop it into the lamp. I'll probably did 2 coats off camera. And here's my little cartoony plate. I got this one on AliExpress a long time ago. I don't know if I've fully used this one actually on my channel. I've had it for a while. It's just one of those plates that's kind of hard to use on these long stiletto nails that I use all the time. So it's probably going to be one of those plates that I can pick up when I do some press-on nails or some shorter nails. But when it comes to these long stilettos, it's always a problem for me. But we made it work today, trying to get this little cartoony, cartoony. Pop art, cartoony, don't know. Maybe they're both the same, maybe they're not. So I picked up this OMG little sign, and I'm going to use a dotting tool to colouring the actual words with some white. You don't have to do this, it will depend what kind of background you've got, but I will be stamping it on that little triangle nail that we created. So I'm going to end up having orange and, well not orange, red and greeny shade kind of coming through where the words are. So I didn't want that. I wanted it to be, you know, very kind of out there and you can really tell what it says. Although when we go ahead and stamp it in just a second, it will end up kind of moving about a little bit, which is a pain. So as I stamped, my hand moved a bit and you can see the G is a bit funny, but it's still enough to see what's happening, which is great, because if it wasn't, I would have had to wipe it off and retry. So we've stamped that down in the center, so you don't have to be too worried about getting the center of those kind of triangles perfect. And then on the plate, they had these really cute little stars. If you wanted to, you could color them in with some white to give it some extra little, you know, extra little touch and make them stand out a little bit more. But I kind of didn't want to. I felt like this set was kind of very colorful and bright, and I just felt like it didn't need it, I feel like. But if you do go ahead and do it, then I'm sure it looks stunning as well. So I'm going to pick it up again and stamp it on the bottom part just to cover up the nail a little bit more, make it a bit more busy. Stamp it there, looking stunning. So the stamping polishes, I don't think I mentioned, are from Born Pretty. My scraper scraper's from Moyu, and the jelly stamper is from Born Pretty. So all sorts of different companies today. We're going to matte top coat these nails. So I'm going in with my UR Sugar matte top coat today. It's quite gloopy and it's got very weird consistency. So I don't know if I would fully recommend it. It does the job, so I would just use it and kind of get, you know, use it up. And then probably I'll try and venture and try a different company. So yeah, the only thing I really like about them though, that you can get the refillable bottles, and I love it because if you do nails all the time, you know how quickly you go through your top coats and base coats and matte top coats and all of that stuff. So having like a refillable bottle where you can like top your bottles up with top coats are literally amazing. I love them. It's literally a game changer in my opinion. So if I could, I don't know, buy like a massive bottle of top coats and I could just fill up my bottles whenever I need to, I would be so down. I think that's a great idea. So now that they're matte top coated, time for our crystals. You noticed I actually ended up placing a bow upside down, but you see that in a moment. So we're doing ABs at the top of this nail. We've got a couple of different shapes that we're going to use. Here's the bow. It's definitely upside down. Like, it's definitely upside down. After placing the bow, I've got this super long AB crystal that I'm going to place underneath it, followed by a tiny little AB crystal as well, just to finish it off. I love adding the little tiny ABs just to finish off the little like long crystal placement that I do. And then I'm going to pop it into the lamp because in a moment we're going to do some caviar beads. I do most of the caviar bead placement off camera. This one is took me a long time, you know. I did watch something whilst filming actually, but usually I'm pretty good and kind of stay focused. But today I just couldn't stay focused. I kept watching the, I think I had my tablet on to watch something, and the caviar beads were just taking so long to do, and I couldn't get them super straight. You see what I mean in a second. But right now I'm placing the caviar beads in between the crystals. You can kind of place them between any crystal you wanted to. I did strictly just place it, well, just there where I finished, but you could place a bit more if you wanted to. And then here on the sides we're going to follow that place where I've placed the rhinestone glue gel. There we go, and do the lines. But you can see the lines with the cover beads are not straight. I literally spent so much time trying to perfect it, trying to get it straight, and it just wasn't. And I feel like I got it to the point where it's not that noticeable unless I literally tell you like I just did. But hopefully it's enough to kind of get away with it. Now, working on this gorgeous nail. I absolutely love those stickers. If you ever get a chance to pick them up, definitely do it. Even though you might not be a sticker kind of girl or not into stickers, you never know when you will need it. And if you are, you know, do clients, trust me, they're going to love it. I am obsessed with it. I would rock this on my nails any day. Love the sticker. So here, I'm kind of going to do, I like to call these kind of like a border. Because the nail that I'm working on is a stiletto, I can't do like a full-on border, but I like to pop a little line of crystals bottom left, and then at the top right hand side I do another little line as well of crystals, and it kind of creates a little bit of a border, a little bit of like a hugging, like the crystals are hugging the sticker kind of thing. So we're going to use a couple of sizes. There we go, already in the lamp it went, and now it's time for the cover beads. So this was another little bit of time that's going to take you, but just place a cover bead in between all of those crystals, or where possible, because I know that some of them were way too close to the edge and I just could not chuck a cover bead then. So just dab away at the cover bead. Usually I like to place the rhinestone glue gel down first before popping on the cover beads, because I find popping the cover beads a little bit fun sometimes too. So I'll do the rhinestone glue gel down first, and then I'll go in and just fill in the gaps with the cover beads, which is what I'm doing now. I'm sure it must be so satisfying and kind of like relaxing to watch, but at the same time, if you're not feeling it sometimes when doing the nails, it can just drag. It can really drag. Or if you've got other things you're trying to focus on, it's just, yeah, you lose your head. So once you're happy, pop them into the lamp, and I'll basically conclude today's video. You're going to have to let me know what you think of it. I am absolutely obsessed with this collection. Love it so much. Here are the final results. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.